is total order of the universe.
Well, yes, we could consider that.
Huh?
Yes, we could consider that the order of the universe emerges from this silence and emptiness. Right?
Yes.
Continually created.
What's my relationship? What is the relationship of this mind to the universe?
The particular mind?
No, mind, I'm talking.
Mind in general.
No, mind. The general and the particular went through, and beyond that there is the mind.
Well, would you say that's universal then?
That's the universal mind.
Yes.
That universal mind, I don't like to use the word universal.
But I mean, it's in the sense that which is beyond the particular in general would usually be called universal.
Yes.
But it may be that the word is difficult.
Can you find a different word? Global? No.
No, well...
A mind that is beyond a particular... No.
Well,
mind.
you could say it's the source, it's the source, the essence. I don't know what you could say, but it has been called the absolute.
I don't want to use that word absolute either.
No, but in the sense of being, the absolute literally means that which is free of all limitation, of all, of all dependence, right?
Yes. All right. If we agree that absolute means free from all dependence, from all limitation.
Yes, from all relationship then.
Yeah, then we use that. All right.
Well, I mean, that has unfortunate connotations.
Of course. Let's use that word for the moment, for our convenience in our dialogue. There is this absolute stillness, and that in that stillness, or from that stillness, there is a movement, and that movement is everlastingly new. And is that mind, what is the relationship of that mind to the universe?
To the universe of matter?
Yes, universe.
The whole universe.
Whole universe.
Yeah.
Matter, trees, nature,
people.
Man, the heavens.
Yes, well, that's an interesting question, you see.
Yeah. Now, that is in order. The universe is in order. Yes. Whether it's destructive or constructive, it's still order.
Well, it's necessary order. You see, the order has the character of being absolutely necessary, in the sense it cannot be otherwise. It is
quite.
It has no. The order that we usually know is not absolutely necessary. It could be changed. You see, it could depend on something else. Right? Any ordinary order is contingent, as they say. It depends on something.
No, the eruption of a volcano is order.
It's order of the whole universe.
Of course.
It's necessary, considering the whole universe. It cannot be otherwise.
Otherwise, quite. Now, in the universe there is order. Mm-hmm. And this mind, which is still, is completely in order.
That's the deep mind, the absolute.
Yeah, the absolute mind. So then, is this mind the universe?
Well, that's a question. Right?
Yeah,
in what sense is that the universe?
Huh?
We have to understand in what sense, what it means to say that. You see.
Or it means, is there a division, a barrier, or division between this absolute mind and the universe?
Yes.
Or both are the same?
Both are the same, right.
That's what I want to
want to say, that is, we have either duality of mind and matter.
Matter, that's it.
Or they are both the same. Right?
Is that presumptuous?
Well, not necessarily, no. I mean, these are just two possibilities. I mean,
I want to be quite sure we are not treading upon something which really needs a very, very, very subtle, great care. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, if we go back to the body, and say, we've said the body is physical, it's material.
Yes.
And we said the mind of the body, which is in the body, which is
General and particular.
all thought, feeling, desire, will, the general and the particular.
Absolutely, I agree.
Are part of the material process. They are not different from the body, right?
That's right. All the reactions are material process.
And therefore what we usually call the mind is not different from what we usually call the body.
Right, quite.
Now you're making this much greater and saying, consider the whole universe.
Whole universe.
And we say what we call the mind in that universe is different from what we call the universe itself
that's
in
right.
matter.
That's right. You see, that's why I feel in our daily life there must be order. Not the order of thought.
Well, thought is a limited order. It's
dependent,
that's relative, right?
Yeah. So I have to have an order that is...
Well, it's free of limitation.
Free of limitation, yeah. In my daily life I have to have that, which means no conflict whatsoever. No contradiction, no all the rest of that.
Well, if we take the order of thought, you see, when it's rational, it's in order. Now, in contradiction, the order of thought has broken down. It has reached its limit, right?
Yeah.
That thought works until it reaches a contradiction, and that's the limit.
So, if in my daily life there is complete order in which there is no disturbance, what is the relationship of that order to the never-ending order?
Yes.
Can that silent movement of order, of that extraordinary something, can that affect my daily life when I have deep inward psychological order? You understand?
Yeah. Yes, well, we've said, for example, the volcano is a manifestation of the whole order of the universe.
Absolutely. Tiger killing
deer. So then the question is whether the human being in his daily life can be similar.
Similar, that's it. If not, I don't see what's the point of the other.
Well, it has no point to the human being.
Yeah, that's it.
Then you would fall back into the human being trying to make his own purpose out of himself and out of his thoughts, right?
Yeah.
See, I think some people would say, who cares about the universe? All we care about is our own society, what we're doing, right? But then that falls down because it's full of contradiction.
Of course, obviously, it's only thoughtless.
It's too small, yeah.
So, that universe, which is in total order, does affect my daily life.
Yes. I think, let's suppose people, or say scientists, might ask how. People might say, okay, I understand that the universe is constituted of matter. The laws of matter affect your daily life, but we're saying it is not so clear how it affects the mind. How the mind is, that there is this absolute mind which affects the daily life.
What is my daily life? A series of reactions and disorders, right? I'm making very quick, brief. That is that.
Well, it's mostly that, right?
Mostly. And thought is always struggling to bring order within that.
Yes.
And when it does that, it's still disorder.
Because thought is limited.
Yeah, of course.
It's always limited by its own contradiction.
Contradiction, of course. So thought is always creating disorder, because it's itself limited.
And as soon as it tries to go beyond the limit, that is disorder. Right?
That is disorder, right. I've understood, I've gone into it, I have an insight into it, so I have a certain kind of order in my life. But that order is still limited.
Yeah.
I recognize that, and as long as matter, living this existence, I say it's limited.
Yes. Now some people would accept that and say that, why should you have more? You see.
I'm not having more.
But I mean, let's see carefully. You see that some people would say, I would be happy if we could bring this limited order, saying we have so much disorder now. If we could live in the ordinary material life with real order,
I say, let's do it.
Let's do it. Yeah.
Of course, that must be done.
Yes.
But in the very doing of it, one has to realize it's limited.
Yes. Yes, even the highest order you can produce is limited.
Limited.
Right.
And the mind realizes its limitation and says, look, let's go beyond it.
Yes, well, let's go say why. You see, some people would say, why not be happy within those limits, continually extending them? Saying we can discover new thoughts, new orders.
Yes.
The artist will discover new forms of art, the scientist, new kinds of sciences. See, some people...
But it is always limited.
Yes, well, we have to go slowly, you see, because I think some people would go this far and then say that's all that is possible, you see.
Yes. And like the human condition, let's accept it.
Do
and
the
make
best
the best
we can within it. They say we could do much better than we're doing.
Yeah. Yes. But it's still the human condition.
Yes.
Little reformed, little better,
well,
and so.
Some people would say enormously reformed, you see.
Yes. But it's still limited.
Yes. Well, let's try to make it clear, because what is wrong with the limitation, you think?
In that limitation, there is no freedom. There is a limited freedom.
Yes. We say eventually we come to the boundary of our freedom, that something, let's try to put it clearly, something not known to us makes us react. And this will therefore inevitably fail, because through reaction we will fall back into contradiction.
Yes, but when I see, sir, that I'm always moving within a certain area.
Yeah. And that area, then therefore I'm under the control of the forces.
Forces and the limited.
Yeah.
The mind inevitably rebels against that.
Well, the mind, that's an important point. We see that the mind wants freedom, right?
Obviously.
Yes, it says that's the highest value, right? So do we accept that as saying that's just a fact, right?
Yes. That is, a prisoner. Mm-hmm. I realize I'm a prisoner within this limitation.
Yes, some people get used to it and say, I accept the limitation.
I accept the limitation. I won't accept it. Right. My mind says there must be freedom from prison. I'm a prisoner, and the prison is very nice, but very cultured, very all the rest of it, but it's still limited, and it says there must be freedom beyond all this.
Yes, now which mind says this? Is it the particular mind of the human being, or?
Yeah. Who says there must be freedom? Oh, that's very simple. The very pain, the very suffering, the very all that demands that we go beyond.
Yeah, so you're saying that this particular mind, even though it accepts limitation, finds it painful. It may cover
of course,
up the pain.
How could that say?
And therefore, this particular mind feels somehow that it's not right.
Yes.
It can't avoid it. Right? There seems to be a necessity of freedom, if you want to put it that way.
Freedom is necessary.
It's necessary, yeah.
Any hindrance to freedom is retrogression.
Yeah.
Right.
And that necessity is not an external necessity due to reaction.
No, freedom is not a reaction.
Yeah, the necessity of freedom is not a reaction.
No.
Some people would say that having been imprisoned, you react against it. No.
So where are we? She said that means there must be freedom from reaction, freedom from the limitation of thought, freedom from all the movement of time. All that, there must be complete freedom from all that. Before I really understand the empty mind and all that, and order of the universe, which is then the order of the mind.
Yes.
And you are asking me a tremendous lot.